Well, hello again everyone and welcome back. And you join me and Chris as we're on our slow walk up towards the Dragon's Teeth on Chesil. It's a lovely late May afternoon. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. And the prospects of a nice day weather-wise tonight and tomorrow are very good. The wind's been blowing from the southwest for a while, but it's going to switch northerly tonight and drop, so it should be really nice and flat. So we're going to fish through the night and into tomorrow morning. I think we've got about a 6 o'clock high tide, so we'll be fishing in about an hour or so. We're going to walk probably a good half hour past the teeth to get to one of our favourite marks. We've got plenty of Bristol Channel lug in the bag, some nice rag from Russet Tyres in Highbridge, some squid. That should do it. I couldn't get any crab, unfortunately. It's just lovely to be back on Chesil again. For those of you who don't really know it very well, a lot of people come out of Abbotsbury car park to go to the Teeth and walk sort of straight over the top and then walk along the beach. But if you stay the land side of the beach, it's mainly grass for most of the way, which makes it a lot easier. Well, a bit easier. When you get to our age, it's still a killer. Right, well, you can see the Teeth appearing in the distance, and we're just going to have a stop at the Teeth. And most of you are probably aware by now that unfortunately my lovely Cocker Spaniel Bella died a few weeks ago, so I've got her ashes in my bag, and we'll scatter them when we get to the Teeth, because it was her favourite place to come. So here we are at the Teeth, and it's time to say goodbye to Bella. It's her favourite place, and she'll be forever here watching over us, and probably I'll be joining you in not too distant future as well. Bye Bella.
My ashes will be here first.
Oh yeah. Well, here we are. After a rather arduous walk, we're at our mark. We've got Chris there, and about 50 yards beyond Chris, two of our fishing companions, Alex and Zach, who've been here about 3 o'clock. They've had loads of mackerel so far, but nothing else. They're a bit troubled by spiders, which is to be expected. Anyway, just about to get this one out. So we're going to start with a couple of prime rag, tip of squid, pulley pennel, size 2 on the bottom, size 3 on the top, and I've got a little stop knot just above the top one, just to try and stop the fish from taking that up the line. I think we've arrived about the right time. The sun's just starting to go down now. Absolutely glorious. Right, let's give this one a big whack out there. Well, I've got my usual kit with me. I've got my old Penn Rampage 15'9" sort of continental style rod with a casting special 0.35 line. I'm not a great caster, I don't profess to be, but these sort of longer continental rods allow me to get pretty reasonable distances despite my rather average casting style. There we are, he's out there. quite nice. The wind is switching to the north, so we should be able to get out a good old way. And what I'm definitely going to do is put the ratchet on, because there's these Smoothounds about, and I do not want to lose my rod. Perfect. About an hour and a half till dark. And you know, especially in the summer months, the time to fish Chesil is really dusk, darkness and dawn, the 3 Ds. It's very pleasant sitting here in the sunshine during the day, but you're not going to catch a lot. Right, let's get the other rod set up and the beach shelter up, and then we're all set. Well, first cast, spider crab, surprise, surprise. Just put them out again. As you can see, the sun is slowly starting to set over West Bay. Chris and the other boys haven't had anything yet either. I think as soon as that sun leaves the water, things should pick up. Glorious now. That wind is completely gone. The sea's lovely and clear. No sign of any May water at all. Where would you rather be? Beautiful. No, he's there. It did, didn't it? No idea. No. I'm not a Smoothound. It could be a mackerel. Well, he's still there, whatever he is. He's still there. Come on, what are you? It's a bream.
It is, I said it looked a bit breamy.
Well, that's got to be the earliest bream I've ever caught. Still in May. Well, look at that. A bream in May. Not a very big one, but beautiful little fish on lug and squid. Ha, brilliant. Well, that's very nice to see, isn't it? It was a real rattly bite. Well, that little bream was a bit of a Brucey bonus. just starting to get dark now, and I've invested from Amazon in a $14.99 bicycle headlamp, which attaches not too badly to the tripod, and it illuminates the whole of the rod. It's a real treat. I saw someone on YouTube doing it and I thought, well, that's got to be worth a go. I've always used sort of light tips before, but I have to say that's lovely. And it's got a rechargeable battery, so even if I just get a year's use out of it, it's got to be worth it. Look at that sky. Just every 5 minutes, just moving the lead a bit. It's on the grip, but if you wind slowly, you can move it without knocking the grip out. The tide hasn't really started to run after high yet. It should in the next half hour or so, as it really starts to ebb, move quite considerably to the right. And I'd hope when the tide starts to pick up, we'll start hooking some fish. Not leaving the bait out there for longer than 15 minutes at the moment because of the spiders. Chris has lost a hook length already, and I've had some line snipped as well. But you know, the Smoothound are following the crabs in, so you've got to put up with it. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, fish on. Yep. Beautifully lassoed in the tail, I hasten to add. Oh dear. Oh well, it's a fish. Oh, sorry mate. He's very well hooked. Taking line? Yeah. Well, that's a good fish. Have you? This is what we came for. Well then, Chris. Nice one. Well, I'm very sorry. I can't do a lot with it really. Can I go over you, Chris, or what?
Yeah, you mentioned. Yeah.
Nice fish. Lovely fish. About 6.5 pounds. He's away. Good scrap that was. And then again, not really sure what it is. Feels like another dogfish, to be honest. Come on. Oh, something different. It's an eel. Oh well, first one of the night. Lovely. My favourite species. Well, good morning everyone. It's 5 AM. We had a very hectic night. Lots of dogfish, strap conger. A nice Smoothound each for me and Chris. And the tide's pulling beautifully at the moment. It's high tide in a couple of hours. So I think this is a good chance of a decent fish before the sun gets fully up. I haven't put the grips in that one there, I've just cast. I'm just going to let it, as the tide's pulling so hard, I'm just going to let that drift and bounce along down tide. Alex, just further up the beach there, has just had another small bream like I caught late yesterday. There's certainly a few of those about. Oh, that's lovely. It's just tripping along there now. It's just moved. It's going to be enticing for something or other. Just moving like that. And also keep it out of the way of the spider crabs, hopefully. What a glorious morning. Got Portland there in the distance. Oh, I'll tell you what, my fingers are cold though. It wasn't particularly warm last night. But it looks like it's going to be a lovely day. Right, let's see what the next few hours brings. Yeah, I'll have a couple. No, maybe mackerelling with a tennis elbow is not a great idea, Chris. Yeah, go on over here. Well, it's past 7 o'clock in the morning now, and that first sort of half, 3/4 of an hour of light produced another small bream and dogfish. And also Chris caught a few mackerel. He's having another go now. But the last hour and a bit has been very dull. The spiders have come back on the feed. We haven't had a bite for well over an hour. We'll probably give it another hour or so. Just see how we feel really. I have to say the lure of a big fry up somewhere on the way home is very strong. But you know, although it's bright sun, clear water, you feel there's going to be a place or something out there with our name on it. So we'll give it a bit longer. It's going to be a glorious day. Get back home, have a kip and watch the Champions League final, I think. Well, there we are, we've come to the end of our session. Biteless for the last 2 hours. The sun's bright in the sky, the tide stopped running, and we're hungry and tired. Well, 5 species: bream, mackerel, dogfish, eels, smoothhound. So, not a complete disaster. We'll be back again soon. Oh, look at that. And I've lost a hook. Perfect. Yeah, the spiders have been a nuisance. Anyway, we've enjoyed ourselves. I hope you have too, watching it. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Tight minds, stay safe. Cheers everybody.